All right, guys, Zach Poland, Conflow Strategic here. Hey, we're going to go over calculating your gross profit margin. I see a lot of people really screwing this up, and it can be screwed up. And if you're an old hat and you've even done this right, but it's been a year or a couple of years, you need to do it again because you're probably going to be off. Because the cost of goods sold has probably changed a little bit on you. You need to recalculate this, even if you've done this for a while. But this is for the new people trying to figure out your gross profit margins. We're just going to go simple at a 35% gross profit margin, even though that's a little bit low. But we're going to use 35%. So what a lot of people are doing, I'm seeing a lot of people do this, is they're just taking their cost of goods sold, which would be their materials, labor, whatever it is, for their service or product, whatever the case may be, and multiplying this by 35%. They're getting $350, and then they're adding that to their costs, and that's what they're getting their that's the price that they would sell at. Is not how you need to do this. You need to use what's called an inverse. So the inverse is going to be how you calculate that's very simple, very easy. But if you need this profit margin, especially if it's low like this, you really need to be doing this regular. So the inverse is going to be 1 minus 0.35. And if that was 40% or 45%, then you just do 1 minus 40 or 45, 0.40 or 0.45, whatever the case is on your particular profit margin that you need. Now, so this gives us 0.65. And what we do now is we take your total costs and divide that by 0.65. And this now gives us 1,538. For a 35% margin, gross profit margin, that is the price that you need to be selling at. I'm seeing people selling at this and wondering why they don't have any money. Well, because they're missing out on the difference in those is $188. So it's a very misunderstood pricing method that's not working. And like I said, even if you've done this, you need to go back and do it again, because I would assure you, if you haven't done it probably in the last 6 months, your number's probably off and your margin's slipping. This is gross profit margin. Your overhead will still come out of this. So if you've got you need to know what your overhead is, and that's a different deal. But figuring your gross profit margin is the main thing, because that's where a lot of people are screwing this up. Like I said, if you're doing this like I just explained over here, and not doing it like this over here, you're missing out on $188 per sale, which whatever percentage of difference that is, I don't know, but it's too much. All right, there's your tip.